This is taking us from Pickwick Lake down to the Tombigbee River, and this is the canal that was dug to connect everything. So, you know, it's not beautiful winding banks like we're used to seeing on the river. It's just pretty much a straight cut through. No anchoring is allowed here. You get in this section, you better be prepared to go all the way through from one end to the next. So yep, we're in it and heading through it, heading south. Real pretty little kind of halfway dam they built there. Maybe good for fishing, at least that guy thinks so. Got a fixed railroad bridge coming up. The chart plotter says it's got a height of 48.9 feet. And so, yeah, we should have a good 3 feet to spare going under that thing. Well, I think we're gonna make it. I mean, we made it on the way up. Yeah, check out maybe the tip-top VHF antenna. That's the highest spot. Just be curious even if it drags a little bit there, but I can't imagine it's going to.
Wow.
Well, we made it, you know.
There's like a foot there, I think.
Yeah, really. I'd be curious how much leeway we have, because it certainly doesn't look like much.
Nope.
Wow.
5 feet maybe.
Yeah, at the most, you know, because, you know, the top of the mast is one thing, but that antenna up there, it sure looked like it was about to touch.
That's one of those things where you don't know until you know.
Okay, we're coming into Whitten Lock here, going downstream. Lockmaster says any pin will do, so I guess we're just going to go up about halfway and tie up on our starboard side. We are in Whitten Lock.
Second biggest in the country.
Lockmaster knows we're in here. Oh, you can see the gates closing right there.
Check out all these.
Okay, it took a little while, but we are dropping fast right now. They're letting the water out, and you can see that bollard just dropping right along the wall there.
A lot faster than the last one.
So you can see the back behind us, the lock, water level is dropping. And this is a 85 feet high lock, and it is the 9th highest single lock drop in the country. I hope I got all those words in the correct order. Maybe we should have picked a different pin to tie up to, because right now we're kind of getting drenched on our boat. I hope all that water is not going down into that locker there. They are opening the locks for us out there, so we're getting ready to fire up the engines and head out. We better try to make our next lock. This is a very bad place, a lot of traffic to be trying to anchor up alongside. So we're going to try to make it to the next lock tonight. Okay, got a big barge coming up here on our left. Depth meter's going off because we're below 10 feet, but I'm trying to hug the bank here because, you know, there's actually not a whole lot of space, it doesn't seem like, between him, us, and the bank. There they go. American life. So Mateo was just saying it smells like mulch. And yeah, I guess that's what it is. That's some kind of mulch factory over there.
The mulch refinery.
A few miles later, we are at Montgomery Lock here, and it's about 5:30. Gonna clear through Montgomery Lock, and then look for a place to anchor somewhere down on the other side. So we're coming in right now. Got the green light right there. You can see. Been talking to the lockmaster, and he says tie up to anyone, but he doesn't recommend tying up to the last one on the starboard side. We are in Montgomery Lock. Next one down. And there's where we're going. Boy, that looks like a long ways down there. So there's the pin, or the bollard, I guess as they call it. You can see it's Mateo's got the rope wrapped up to it pretty snugly, and it is going down. Montgomery Lock, not near as tall as the last one. They're opening the gates for us down there. Back up there's the far side. We'll probably anchor off to the side somewhere between here and the next lock, which is only like 5 miles away, and that's Rankin Lock. Okay, mile marker 402, evening showers, baths, what have you. Were you able to touch?
No.
Yeah?
I didn't try too hard though.
It says it's only supposed to be like 12 feet deep here. There's the shoreline over there. We're anchored out a pretty good ways. A very nice anchorage. I'm not sure where Pete is. The alligator might have got him. Oh, he's still alive. Okay, there he is. I got alligator watch, I guess, up here. We just need to get you in a bikini, and who knows what we'll have. We'll give 1.1K views for all the wrong reasons. People back in Waynesville will be going, I used to know that guy. All right. Excellent. Okay, did you touch?
No.
Still not. Okay. Coming into Rankin Lock here. It's about 8:35 in the morning. We're in Rankin Lock. They're shutting the doors up there, getting ready to flood the lock, ready to go up front. They're opening the locks on us down there. And there's back behind us, and there we're being opened. Motoring out of Rankin Lock. Okay, they're closing the locks on us back there. We are in Fulton Lock right now. Just pulled in. Actually, Mateo took us in this time. We are clearing out of Fulton Lock here. Got Mateo at the helm. He drove in and out of the lock this time. And there is Fulton Lock back behind us. I don't know if you can see this, but we had a ton of mayflies that were on the bottom of our solar panels, and Mateo just knocked them all off, and now all these swifts are just like going crazy, eating all the mayflies that came off the back of our boat. Pretty neat. Mateo is on the Cheshire Cat down in the waterway, and Pete and I just took the dinghy over to shore, and we're gonna hike up to the Walmart up there and get a new rice cooker. Okay, coming up to the lumber yard. Gonna have to work our way through the woods to get up to the Walmart. Destination Walmart. Okay, here we have it, the rice cooker. This is what we walked into Walmart for. Pete threw the pot for the other one out with the dishwashers, the dishwater, literally. Whatever. Walking back through the lumber yard on our way to the boat. Coming back from our Walmart walk. Got everything we need.
Yeah. I somehow feel responsible.
It's about a half-hour walk each way. The final bushwhacking back to the boat. I think these last set of pilings, interstate pilings we see here, are right on the banks of the river. So we're almost there. Okay, we're almost there. The dinghy, oh, you can see our boat right there through the trees. Mateo's still got it afloat, just motoring against the current. There's our dinghy, just as we left it, and there's our boat. Okay, Pete's untying us from the dock there. Mateo's circling. I'm going to start up the motor and then we'll push off and go. Wilkins Lock coming up. We have the green light to go on in. Okay.
Okay. All right. Yep.
This is what our bollard pin looks like down in there. I guess it's all aluminum. It's welded. It's a watertight aluminum canister, and it floats as they lower or raise the water. This tug is pushing some water there. The Crown Star. The book called this the Amory Lock, but that sign clearly says Cochrane Lock, closing the gates back behind us. The gates on Cochrane Lock are opening up. We're going to be able to head down the river pretty soon. And there's the back of it. You can see how much level we've dropped in the back. And that's the signal. We're ready to go. Here we have dinner. Oh boy.
Potatoes, mix them, mash them, put them in a stew.
Potatoes and hamburger in our handy dandy little skillet there. Okay, all right. Looking pretty good. Friday morning, about 8 o'clock, we anchored just upstream from the Aberdeen Lock, and now we've pulled up anchor and heading into Aberdeen Lock. Boy, there was all kinds of logs and stuff coming in. They're closing the gates back behind us right now, but the lock was full of floating logs, and that one looks like it's even sticking straight up out of the water back there. So we had to really navigate our way through to pull up to this pin right here, and there's something red floating up there also that we'll have to make our way past to get out. A road sign. Yeah, good grief. Leaving Aberdeen Lock behind, it was kind of touchy getting past all those logs and everything on out, because by the time we got ready to leave, a lot of those logs had started drifting underneath the boat. So we had Pete got a pole and tried to push them out of the way, and then we took off, but we didn't hit any, so we're good. Passing in big barge, about mile marker 346. Haven't seen too many of these lately. We're pretty far down the Tombigbee River. The leader. The gates are opening in front of us. All set, good to go. Back behind us, Columbus Lock. Heading out of Columbus Lock. Looks like a recreational vehicle coming up the other way, so we will probably leave the lock and they will pull in to be lifted up to the next. About 8 o'clock in the morning, and we're waiting outside the Bevel Lock to get cleared through. But what's kind of neat is this paddle wheel vessel, Montgomery, right? Yep. Paddle wheel vessel Montgomery over here, some kind of historical thing that from the 20s to the 80s, I guess it was used to clear the channels. And
there's a cat going along the bank.
And it's a big part of the history, so they got that there. Looks like we got another vessel in there. We can see it right here on the AIS screen right there. Let me tap on it. Captain Tracy L. Shirami, and get a little more information. AIS vessel. There's a little information about who it is that's in the lock, but that's apparently who we're waiting on. We're right above Bevel Lock and waiting for our turn to go in. This tug here just cleared through the lock. That's what we've been waiting on. He's a pretty wide tug, and he's heading upstream, and as soon as he's clear and then we get the green light, we will head into the lock. Tied off to a pin here in the lock. They're opening up the lock doors in front of us, so we'll be getting ready to push off shortly. Got some locals over here picking up their lines, I guess. A lot of these green buoys that are sticking there, and they're going along picking them up, and I guess hoping that there's a fish attached to them. Can't really tell if there's one on that or not. Looks like the gal in the front's got the hook and she's grabbing them. Nothing but green trees. Occasionally you have an interesting house on the bank like this one there. That's got quite the porch they have built out over the river. It's with an occasional speedboat roaring by. Every so often we come up on these little settlements here, just a bunch of cute little homes tucked in along the riverbank. Boy, this looks like some kind of triple wide coming up here. The David J. Cooper Jr. We're coming into Heflin Lock now. What mile marker is this? Do you know, Mateo? Mile marker 366. Lockmaster has cleared us through. We're in Heflin Lock, and there's our way out. They just shut the gates behind us, so just waiting on them to lower the water. Heflin Lock, they're opening up the lock doors below us. Upstream, everything's shut up there, ready to go downstream. Saturday night. This is our anchorage place. Pretty, I guess the guidebook calls this the White Cliffs of Epes, or Epes, E-P-E-S. It got a railroad bridge there, got some beautiful white cliffs. This was a place that we remembered from the last time we came up. Figured we'd try to anchor here because it's nice, and so we are anchored right in 9 feet of water here, just off a little sandbar. All right, there's our mighty dinghy. That dinghy's going around the world. Pretty cool shot off the back of the boat. We got our dinghy right there. Mateo just took a ride, and actually it was a train that just went over that train trestle. Getting our dinner started tonight. We're actually gonna cook some meatballs there. But what's pretty cool is this barge coming up the river here. There's that barge going by. Boy.
There's 2 barges.
Pretty amazing. And there goes the barge on past us.
I don't think they can even hear you.
Another cute little place tucked up in the trees there. Pulled into Kingfisher Bay. Right there's our entrance over there, and we're at the fuel dock getting filled up. Just topped off, I think 29 or maybe 29 and a half gallons. Our waste thing there is not working. Pretty stuck. We might have to figure something else out. It is stuck, corroded solid. Gonna stay the night here. They'll put us in one of those slips right over there, and they also have a courtesy car, so we can go get groceries or Walmart stuff, whatever we want. And as I remember correctly, that little brick building up there is a swimming pool. So clearing through Demopolis Lock, and what's kind of neat is the egrets have gotten quite smart. They all sit up there, and that's the lock gate behind us, and as it holds the water back, I guess little fish must somehow sneak through under the lock, beside the lock, I'm not sure, but all those egrets get up there and they wait on those little fish to come through and grab them and then squabble amongst themselves to see who actually gets the fish. But got the locks opening up down below. Everything's shut up there. That's our way south, down out of Demopolis Lock. And that is our signal. Nothing but river banks and trees and peat. Right as we're leaving the rock there, I guess the dam is over there where the overflow is, but then they got also this rock ledge that fishermen up there. It's probably a great place to catch fish. Everything gets washed down into that little pool there. This is different than any of the other locks that we've been through so far. Boy, check this place out. Can't be more than a mile below the Demopolis Lock. I mean, everything is pretty much just riverbanks and trees. And then there's this thing right out over the river. Just beautiful. This is not good right here. I don't know how he got there, but it's going to be tough to pull out. A lot of nice beaches along the sides of the river down here. So, river's getting wider and very pretty. Haven't seen too many barges on this part of the river so far. And that's a triple wide. Barge in the middle, one on each side. There's a guy in the back of that barge looking at his phone. Not too much going on down in this section of the river. A couple barges and that's it. The Roger Williamson. Mateo's gonna take the dinghy out. Looks like he's got all his metal detecting equipment going on there.
You gotta give me some slack, Pete.
Don't fall overboard.
Yeah, really. Okay. Okay. And we're off.
Yeah, he's going to go metal detecting over on the far bank. That started up nicely. Morning, anchored at mile marker 250. Nice, calm, peaceful morning. And this is what this whole section of the river looks like down through here. This is today looking out ahead. And right over here you can see on our screen what a complicated maze we're winding through, just back and forth all over the place. This is actually us right about there. So we're we're working through the maze. We are at Bobby's Fish Camp here, tied up along the dock to get gas. So Bobby's Fish Camp right here. Talking to a guy that lives right here. Very nice guy, giving us all the local stories.
So what we got around here? You
Got himself a nice ATV with some great tires on it. Bobby's Fish Camp. There's that sign, Bobby's Fish Camp, right there. Waiting on the husband to come down and pump the fuel for us. In the meantime, we're just waiting here at the docks. Here we are at Bobby's Fish Camp. Got our boat on the dock there, waiting on the husband to come down and fuel us up. Last lock, Coffeyville Lock. From here on, no more locks all the way down to Mobile. Back upstream, Coffeyville Lock. And I'm not gonna lie, it is a hot day today.
It's not so bad.
Not so bad. Fixed span railroad bridge at mile marker 90. So we called ahead. Railroad bridges, you should call on channel 13. That's what they typically monitor. So we called ahead and we had to wait for a train to go across, but now the train's across and they are raising that bridge right there. Going under the bridge. I can see the dude up there waving at me. He's making sure that we're clear. Yes. Yes. We are clear. Oh yeah. A lot more room than that last one we went under. Right down here we got this guy unloading something from these barges. Not sure what it is. There it goes. Sounds like a bunch of metal. Yeah, I guess some kind of scrap iron stuff. It's amazing, all this barge traffic that is just for stuff like scrap iron. 27, mile marker 27. Sorry, Pete, what mile marker was this?
21.
Mile marker 21. We are not going to have any problem going under this one, that's for sure. Railroad bridge at mile marker 14. They've got it raised for us so we can just clear on through, but you know, we're getting pretty close. Mile marker 14, last railroad bridge to clear. Busy port of Mobile, Alabama. A lot of barge containers along there. Couple big tugboats and the bridge that we're about to go under up there. A lot of AIS signals going off, alarms all over the place, but looks pretty busy up there. When you look ahead, it's hard to believe there's even any waterway up there. It's just all clogged with industry and ships, but yeah, here we go into Mobile. Downtown Mobile. Right over there is the convention center. We just walked across that sky bridge over here, and the guy we met up there says right up here at the stoplight to the left is the Bourbon Street of Mobile, so we're gonna check it out. So there's our boat right down there. We're tied up to the government docks there. Free docking for like up to 12 hours, then you have to pay a little bit. But we walked up into town, visited the cathedral, which was really pretty, and now we're at the Maritime Museum. So as soon as Mateo gets his wallet and his shot glass, then we will head off for Dog River Marina tonight. We hope you enjoyed the video. It's fun sharing our trip. To find out more about the whole trip, you can visit our website, shown in the link below. And on our website, we also have a link to gear that we use and test. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, shown below. Any Patreon support is greatly appreciated, and a link to this is also on our website. Thank you for watching.